What's up guys, Manon Damage here, bringing you another random build. I've been telling you guys I'd make you a monk build for a while now. This is not a high MP, like 9-10 build like I normally would bring you. This is a 1 to 3 at a maximum. However, it's monks and I don't like them, as I constantly tell you people, so you understand. Just gonna resume game here. I'll go over the, this is a speed monk build. She runs at 58% movement speed at all times, unless she's, you know, doing one of these, which, if you do it right, you won't be doing one of those. Get your Templar here. I know you can't see this because my pretty face is in the way, but get this one, Inspire. It's one that, yeah, right here. These three don't matter. Okay. Essentially, you have to wear the full Innis set. If you're not wearing the full Innis set, you will not make this work. It might work, but you'll be really slow and you won't do much damage. Alright, with this Innis hat, you have to wear it. Trust me, you don't want to wear the Innis weapon because it's crap. I know you're thinking, oh, I could just get a Mimpo and use that instead. No, you don't want Mimpo because it has increased attack speed. I'll get to that in a second as well. Alright, use this. You want this high spirit regen as possible. You want, if you can get a 2.5, get a 2.5. Try to get some crit chance on it. 2.5 is a little bit more rare with crit chance, but whatever. I want res. And his pants. Go for an 8% increased attack speed. I know nobody wants them, so they're extremely cheap. That's the wonderful thing about this build. Go with 8%ers. You want slow attack speed. The only thing I have that adds attack speed is those pants. You want a little bit of pickup radius. I think I'm running 14 from this and whatever else. One of the Sweeping Wind Maras, just because most of my damage actually comes from Sweeping Wind, not the Tempest Rush. Ice Climbers, keeps you alive. You might try to use Firewalkers. I tried it. These are about a $30 million pair. $30 million pair. And, I mean, you leave a trail off the screen, which is freaking awesome. Really, you don't need it. It doesn't keep you alive nearly as well as Ice Climbers. That's why nobody wears Firewalkers. SOJ, very important. You can do it without an SOJ. You do not have to use SOJ. That will cheapen the build quite a bit and bump your damage so you can actually kill things a little faster. However, I like it. I want as much spirit regen stuff as possible, so I use it. Makes the build work better. Your resistances, I know you guys are looking at it going 425, dude. Really? That's crap. Yes, it is. But you do not need over 500 all res if you're doing monster powers 1 to 3. If you go anywhere between those, you're fine. Over 400, under 5. So stay in that range. Crit chance, crit damage, obviously you want a lot of because, you know, that's damage. Let's see. Maximum life. I'm only running almost 33k here, which, once again, you're in low MPs, you don't need a lot. What keeps you alive is if you go with a Scorn like I did. You have to go two-handed weapon, by the way. You have to. You go Scorn like I did, you want a high life on hit Scorn. You don't want a high life steal. You don't want a low life steal. You don't want anything life steal Scorn. Skip dex and life on hit. They're cheaper that way anyway, and it works better for you. Let's see. Also, if you're not regenerating enough spirit, like you just can't get to that point where you can make it last forever, you can pick up a sledge, which will also give you some movement speed, because you don't want to wear lacunis. You want, you know, to wear some nice crafted gloves. Or bracers, sorry about that. Use a sledge, lowers it a little bit more. The reason why you want a low attack speed is because the higher your attack speed, the higher the cost is essentially for Tempest Rush to be used. If you're using it more than, you know, one per second, then it makes the cost go up, obviously. I don't know why it shouldn't, because it says, you know, if you're channeling it, essentially, it's only 10, but they fuck with you and they're mean. Whatever. You can wear Gold Find if you want to. You don't need to. Doesn't really matter. Nobody cares. Okay. Those are, skills. There we go. Fist of Thunder, Exploding Palm. You do not need these. They are not necessary. You have these three and these three. These are necessary. These other three, you can put whatever you want there. It doesn't matter. You can just, if you could leave them blank, you can. You don't have to put anything there. You very rarely ever use any of these. 7-sided Strike with the reduced cooldown, so you can use it a little bit more often, because I use it for spec packs. You want the reduced cooldown if you're going to use it, because I mean, you're going to run in spec packs really fast at 60% movement speed, or 58 in my case, whatever. Moral of the story. Tempest Rush. You want to use Tempest Rush with Tailwind. It is the second rune. 25% movement speed. That's where your main buff comes from. Sweeping Wind Cyclone. These little tornadoes that it makes with the little lightning attacks that everybody thinks is crap because it's only, 26%. What is that? No, this is amazing. You might, if you can't get the movement speed that you need, you might use Sweeping Wind, or Sweeping Wind Master of Wind. You don't need this. It's dumb. Because, I mean, it only costs you 5 to cast. If you can't keep Cyclone on with it being costing 5 and 14 Spirit Regen, just delete your monk. Seriously. You made me angry. Guardian's Path. Every monk ever uses Guardian's Path. However, most of them use it using two one-handed weapons. It's because it adds, dodge chance, and everybody likes to dodge things. Keeps them from getting smashed. This is why you have to use a two-handed weapon. Because it bumps your spirit regen by 35%. That is insane. Do you understand how much that is? That is crazy. Chant of Resonance, you don't need it. I use it. I like spirit regen. We've been through that. Extra 2, that's nice. Okay. Those are your skills that you have to have. I totally skipped Mantra of Healing, didn't I? Mantra of Healing. Circular Breathing. Nobody likes using Mantra of Healing. When you see a monk, if you inspect someone's profile and they have a monk using Mantra of Healing, you're just like, dude, really? No. Use it. Use Circular Breathing. It works. It gives you even more Spirit Regen to add on top of the Spirit Regen you already have. And then you're bumping that by like 35, 47% because of your Templar. Keep in mind, even without the Templar, you can still do this. If you want. Come on, get in the corner. Get in the corner. You just sit there and hold it. Notice my spirit's not going anywhere. It's because I'm regenerating more than I'm using. It's wonderful. You just do that and you're happy. However, I keep the Templar because mine wears Puzzle Ring. That's Puzzle Ring if you don't know what it is. Every once in a while, he gets hit and bam, treasure. Very rare, however. Don't buy it if you think you need it. You don't need it. It's not going to help that much. Like once a blue moon, he actually spawns one of these guys. However, let's show you this in action. I'm going to kill the sound because I've done this video like 3 times now, and every time the sound at 14% is ridiculous and it totally blocks out everything I say, which makes me angry. Apply, accept, return. Okay. You're going to notice whenever I'm attacking things, if my spirit, or if my Sweeping Wind is not up, I don't do much damage. Sweeping Wind hoses everything. That's where the damage comes from. So, wow, it's different playing in quiet mode. We got a nice spec here who is a total dickbag. Yeah, let's run away from that. And out of the first. Essentially, these little stunny dudes are a pain in the ass. But you get by them. Empowered Shrine. Yippee, because I need more. No. Treasure guy, just whirlwind him for a minute. I call this a whirlwind monk, or a speed monk, bow train monk, whatever you want to call it. I call him whirlwind because he does the exact same thing as a bard. He sits there and does circles. Ooh, ring. How convenient. He sits there and does circles on him, waiting for Sweeping Wind to kill it. You should hit every little thing that you can because you're going to pick up the gold. You don't have to. I normally don't. I'm lazy as shit, but that's me. Alright, this run, I haven't really actually timed it. I probably should, but I never do. Like every time I go to do it, I just don't even think about it. Oh, look at that. Bonk. Okay. I think it takes like anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how many spec packs you hit. If you die, I mean, you shouldn't die because, I mean, use 32,000 health and I stay alive doing it. But watch, now I'll die. I'm just running like 60,000 times and I'm still never die, but I will because I'm recording it. That's just how it works. Also, if you're gonna make videos, make them, dude. Send me a subscribe to me and send me a message or whatever. I will subscribe to yours. I want to see more people making D3 videos because I like D3 and I like watching the videos of people doing dumb shit on it. Like, sadly enough, the only thing that keeps my speed monk here from being pretty decent is the fact that I forget to hit sweeping wind all the time, which is sad. But whatever. Like, this build will get massive massacres. Like, truthfully, it is wonderful for rushing characters. Nightmare, normal, nightmare, hell, anywhere around there. Once you get to Inferno, it's not so wonderful. Like, you can do it, but like I said, it's not so wonderful. Because you want to, you're rushing on MP10 always. If you're going to do that, you should probably use your Archon Wizard. Which, maybe next week I'll bring you an Archon Wizard. I have this book. Yeah, I have that freaking book. You should, Archon Wizards. I'll bring you one of those maybe next week. I normally run to Crystal Cannonade, and then I start a new game and do it again. Yeah, I mean, pretty much now I'm just showing you how cool it is, I guess. I don't really like it, but it's the only monk build I'll use. I got friends that have monks that are, wonderful, and they're just like, oh, you should use this build, and it only costs you like $500 million. And I'm like, well, nah. I don't like monks. I don't want to build a $500 million monk. I could use that $500 million and, maybe upgrade something on someone else. Snipe a nice Echoing Fury and sell it for $1 billion or something. Something like that. We can drag this guy up. It'll be wonderful. Because then we can 7-side strike all 3 of them. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I don't go into the little side rooms in Act 4 because they're stupid, and half the time you have to run around for like 1.5 miles before you actually get anything out of it. For you. These guys are also a pain in the ass just because they have that little shield or whatever the fuck it is that keeps them alive. I don't know. I'm just grumpy. But, yeah. You'll either love it or you'll hate it. Either way, it's just another thing I'm bringing you because I said I would. 7-side distraction stuff, run around, probably gonna get killed over. Yeah, see that? You should probably run about 45,000 health. I'm running 32 because I don't want to use the bracers that don't have my attack or my pickup radius. Granted, I'll okay. I dropped him down to 7. 7 is your minimum. Do not go below 7. If you go below 7, you're gonna fail miserably and you're gonna be sad because you're not gonna pick up any gold and you're not gonna make any money doing it. You want lots of pickup radius. If you can somehow manage to get like 28, go you. That's where you want to be at. I'll make you pick up that gold. Get this guy. I have no pickup radius. I wouldn't go at 7, truthfully. I would for the fact that I just died and want to show you how much better it is with like 45 K life, and then I probably wouldn't be doing this. But fuck it. Usually you won't die at all because, it's a low MP, you have decent stats, you're doing good. Hella amounts of life on hit, which I'm not sure if it actually triggers from your sweeping wind, but it seems like it does. I can't tell because I'm always casting, Tempest. rush. And, let's see, birthdays, whatever. One way to keep your Tempest rush up, if you want, not to keep you from having to recast it because it's so expensive, because it only costs you 5, but to keep it up so you don't have to work back up to your level 3, which is the killer, is to run into the little pots. Granted, you're going to need like a little stack of them, like that, that 3 or 4 stack up there should be enough to reset it, because if Sweeping Wind kills it, it doesn't reset it. Yeah, 3 did it. You did, guy. You actually have to hit with a physical attack. Sweeping Wind damage will not reset it, obviously. Neither will Sweeping Wind breaking anything. If you just, run through a nice stack of things, you'll break something, and finally you'll be happy because your Sweeping Wind didn't take all the fun. Stop hitting me. Okay, you can do this in Act 3 for, all the little scorpion dudes, because, you're going to gain gold off them too. I don't know what treasure gobs this game. Anyway, nothing but specs somehow. Where are you running off to? Nothing in this game, it doesn't matter if it's the fastest creature and it has fast as one of its abilities. It will not outrun you. You can chase down literally anything. You make little bets with your friends of like, hey, run here and I'll outrun you by like twice as much, whatever. I don't give a shit. Just do your thing. Whatever it is that you like to do in the game, do that and you'll be fine. I was showing a friend this, and he actually tried it without... He had no spirit regen on in his hat, and he did not have an SOJ. So he essentially had almost no spirit regen. And it only worked for about a minute at maximum. Which made him sad. And then I just went and bought him in his hat with no crit chance because, I'm not going to waste a bunch of money on the guy. Probably one of my best friends, but still, I don't care. Can give him all my ducats. Well, once I finish this, which I need to do quickly, I've showed you the build, I've showed you the gear, I've showed you how quick it runs through things. That was my phone going off telling me, hey, somebody important is calling you should probably answer it. But you're in the middle of a video, and it's kind of messed up now because it has a ridiculously loud ringtone in it. An annoying grandma ringtone nonetheless. Seeing there I wasn't using Sweeping Wind again, and I'm rambling, but whatever. That's because there's only so much you can tell someone about a speed monk before you're just like, derp. I don't know, you guys can time it if you want. Post it in the comments. Whatever. There's Chris Conley. Also, if you guys are like watching videos or you want to make videos, get XSplit and you're good to go. I mean, YouTube, you get a free account for YouTube. You can post whatever you want. However, I try not to do music in my posts because if you do, it normally adds an ad to it. So that's whatever. Well, that's the Speed Monk. That's how you do it. That's the gear you want. That's the build you want. I personally like this build. This is wonderful. I mean everything, it's beautiful. Also, keep in mind, 7 is doable on your bonus globe radius. It is not ideal. As you've seen, I had to run back pretty close to things, obviously within 7 yards, to pick up my gold, which makes me angry, but whatever. I guess, there's your monk build that I've been telling you guys I'd eventually bring you. Maybe next time I'll bring you like a cheapo Archon build or something that you guys can do for not much money. Like I'm sitting on 77 million, and if I was to redo this entire build, I would probably still have, 25 million. Like 50 million is super cheap now. I mean, it's like, what, a $2 character. cheap. Especially when you consider, my other characters that are rocking somewhere around $500-600. Moral of the story is, this will let you kill things really fast in the low MPs. Keep that in mind. Kill things really fast, pick up all the gold that can drop, so you're going to get to that 1% achievement that everybody's going for, that, yeah, you'll get that. You're leveling up a monk, which is wonderful, and then you can do it again. I mean, I don't think any of these are actually level 60 except Cyclone, so you can actually use this as you're leveling to level up on your second monk to get that achievement. It's beautiful for rushing friends. Once you use this helping one of them, they are going to build one. Yeah, I mean, you explain to them, it's like, yo, dude, you got 40 mil, you can do this. There you go. You found one Echoing Fury, one Mimpo, and sold it. There you go. It has to be a decent Echoing Fury, I suppose. But nonetheless, I digress. Okay. Well, I guess that's pretty much all I'm going to have for you today. And I guess next week I'll try to bring you an Archon. It might be the week after that. Sometimes my days get busy. But whatever. That's how you do it. That's how it's done. And as always, I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.